Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2019. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like. Really helps out the channel. And if you're live with me on Twitch, appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. As this will be the last stream before Collinsville Regionals this upcoming weekend. And so, more onto a casual deck, yeah. We are going to be taking a look at the new MELMETAL GX. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Pokemon Go. Meltan and MELMETAL were very weirdly revealed, yeah, into Pokemon Go. First, it seemed like it was a placeholder Pokemon, like a glitch. It seemed like it was related to Kecleon because it had its cry. It was a really weird experience, but now MELMETAL is actually, I guess, part of the core games. I really like the animation on the eye of this MELMETAL, like it flows, it changes color with the background, so it looks like, pay attention to the eye of the MELMETAL. But anyways, a new metal type Pokemon, only usable in the Let's Go games, which is very interesting. We don't know if it's Gen 1, Gen 7 or Gen 8, but nevertheless it's a stage 1 with 220 HP, so a very nice amount. Its ability Hard Coat means this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks after applying weakness and resistance, so it essentially has 250 HP, but if you're getting hit by low damage attacks, then you potentially have more thanks to a minus 30. And we have the Metal Blast attack, which deals 110 damage, and this attack does 20 more damage for times the amount of metal energy attached to this Pokemon. So immediately this feels like a really good Zapdos counter, because it's really hard for them to just take down the MELMETAL GX. Or really even damage it at all. And then we have the Iron Force GX attack, where you can attach any number of metal energy cards from your discard pile to this Pokemon. So a really powerful attack. It's an unlimited number, so it's different than the ones by Zeraora or Turtonator, which are limited to 5 energy cards from a discard pile, but they can attach to anyone. MELMETAL can only attach to itself. And so we have Triple Meltan, really cool looking card. Multiply attack, search your deck for Meltan and put it onto your bench. So really decent there. And then we are combining this with Magnet Zone, 150 HP. Its ability Magnetic Circuit. As often as you like during your turn before you attack, you may attach a metal energy. So Magnet Zone will power up MELMETAL. It's also a decent non-GX attacker. And then we have double Lele and one Oranguru for support. Hello Josh, thanks so much for being here. Now, supporters wise, we have 4 Lily, 1 Jasmine, because if we are going first, this is almost better than, if we're going second, this is better than Elms, this is better than, better than Elms on turn 1, because you can also search for evolutions. If at any point you need just 1 metal Pokemon, you can use Jasmine as well to just search for it, but if you go second, getting 5 metal Pokemon is actually insane. Triple Cynthia, Triple Guzma, a single build analysis so that we can dig a little deeper for the rare candy. This could just be a Volkner instead, but I'm gonna stick with the builds analysis for now. And then we have double Acerola because MELMETAL GX is so sturdy that we're gonna try and prevent it from getting KO'd ever. Obviously, we take a hard loss to Blacephalon GX, but if that's not going to see a lot of play, then maybe this has some sort of future. Yeah. 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Nest Ball, 3 Ultra Ball, 3 Pokemon Communication, and 4 Rare Candy, so that we have maximum odds of setting up our Magnet Zone, triple Mount Corona to get back metal energy from the discard pile, and then double Metal Frying Pan to increase the resistance that MELMETAL gets, and we also remove the weakness. So maybe actually Blacephalon isn't the worst matchup. And so let's jump into ladder. I wish there was like a rank play and a casual play. Then I could use MELMETAL in the casual ladder, and then things like Pikachu and Zekrom in the good ladder, right? So we'll see how this ends up working out for us. We're up against a water deck, so this might be a not very serious deck versus another not very serious deck. I would like to go first. Thank you very much. And I chose the wrong deck. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna lose our win streak because I chose the wrong deck. That's my bad. That is my bad. Oops. That was last videos, if you're watching YouTube, or that was the previous deck. So silly me. silly me. So yeah, we'll see how this ends up working out for us. Okay. So we final find an opponent with probably Ultra Grozma, based on the fact that it has Dragon, it has Dragon, it has Psychic, it has Fighting, but we're gonna go first. Now the issue is, no matter how much HP we have, Ultra Grozma will always be able to get a knockout on us. Palladium, thank you so much for subscribing 4 months with Twitch Prime. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so we are up against Ultra Grozma. We both had mulligans. I might have had more. Yeah, I might have had more. And there we go. Alex, what do you think about cutting the 2 multi-switch and the Marshall GX from Joseph's list for the non-GX attackers? Then, like, you're taking away what made that list special, which was the rush aspect of it. So I'm not a big fan. The Mars Shadow, yes. The multi-switches, not a big fan. And okay, so we are up against Ultra Grozma, so I genuinely think my Melton should be safe here, right? My Melton should be safe. He's not going to be playing at DCE. If it were any other version of Malamar, then he could be playing at DCE. But Ultra Grozma doesn't play DCE, so there's no way for him to get a knockout on my Melton on turn 1. Yeah, as far as I'm aware. From my experience as a player, which I think counts, right? There's the Jirachi, so there's a medal, indeed. There's a medal, indeed. There we see the Inkay. Okay, so the damage on there is not too impactful. Our hand really sucks though. But no Ultra Grozma yet. I mean, I have to Lily here, right? And it's not a Magnezone, it's an extra rare candy. And then Iron Force GX. Like, if I could have gotten an Ultra there, that would have been amazing, because then I could have used Iron Force GX, powered myself up, and set up the Magnezone. So many energies, indeed. So many energies, indeed. I wish I had a Metal Frank Pan, that way the damage from Giratina would be reduced from 130 to 50, which is a pretty impressive amount. My opponent doesn't have the best odds here, and I think he should be using the Mount Coronet. Yeah, he does. I was gonna say the previous turn he should have used the Mount Coronet to get back the metal, perhaps. Does play a Viridian Force down, which I don't mind too much, because I can thin my hand, perhaps thin my deck as well, because we're in a very bad spot here. Because unless we top deck Ultra or Magnezone, we are not going to be able to attack next turn. So already this deck is just looking very clunky. My opponent has the switch, so a single Malamar will make it so that he can start attacking. He will get the switch off here, which is fine. Another Stellar Wish. He could just find a Skateboard plus a Malamar somehow. He's definitely missing the Malamar, otherwise that switch would have been his out to attacking. But then he simply passes, so... Oh, we get another metal energy. Right. We have one Magnetism prize. That's our first deck search. With 10 things to search our deck, 4 Nest Balls, 3 Ultra Balls, and 3 Communication, we haven't seen a single one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, and now there's no point in using Iron Force GX. It would have been good last turn, not anymore. So yeah, like sure, we have knockout on Ultra Growth now potentially, but this is just not looking great. Unless my opponent whips another attack, which I doubt is going to happen. Right? And I apologize for the sound outside. Gosh, so annoying. I never expected there to be this much sound when I moved to this new house. I thought it would be quieter, but turns out I was wrong. Still no Malamar that we can see. I'd be very surprised. And my opponent's doing things in the wrong order. He's committing all of these cards before he even knows if he's going to be able to attack. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry guys about the sound outside. He's on a skateboard, so my opponent might actually whiff it again. Yeah. Oh no, not yet. Yeah, he got the switch. He's using up so many resources though. Because he can't find the Malamar. There's the Malamar. So there's the attack. Yeah. I mean, it's not like we were going to have a solid chance to win this game, not especially not with this end. Yeah, but there's nothing we can do about it. I enjoy showcasing like out of the norm decks, but it's super annoying. Like I'm already at a disadvantage by playing a really bad deck, and then PTCGO rewards you by giving you an even worse hand. So it's a bad deck with a bad hand. That's recipe for disaster. Okay, so we get hit for 110. Yep, 110. We get a build analysis, which gets us a metal frying pan and a Cynthia. And we are going to get a KO here off of 2 cards. Perhaps, big perhaps, my opponent won't be able to attack me. Turn 4 attacking MELMETAL GX. Really silly. There's a Magnezone, so that's a decent price to get. If my MELMETAL survives somehow, which I am reducing 60 damage, right? So Giratina doesn't get a KO anymore. He has to use Ultra Charisma. Ultra Charisma 180 minus 60. Yeah, Ultra Charisma does get the knockout. And there's a Lily, so. Whoever needs to majorly whiff here for us to survive the turn. He needs Malamar and Ultra Charisma, because we know he has the metal energy, I think. There's an Ultra Ball, so there's one of the 2. I hope he miscalculates the damage and goes for Giratina. That's not going to be the case. There's the Malamar. Does he have he has the metal, so does he have the Ultra Charisma? And if he doesn't, will he find another switch? At least our Magnemite is safe. That's like a small saving grace. Lightly doesn't KO us. It's 120 minus 60. It's only 60 damage. Does go for the Giratina. That's great. Okay, so if I can find a Meltan, I might actually beat Malamar with this deck, which would be both impressive for the MELMETAL deck and sad for Malamar. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. We shall see what happens. Yeah, my opponent whiffed, and majorly whiffed. Now that's gonna deal 50 damage. He's dealing almost as much damage as he's dealing to himself, which is pretty funny. There we go. Okay, so definitely Rare Candy onto this guy. And then definitely Cynthia. If I had a Melt Imagine Acerola here, boom. That would have been amazing. Okay, this is fine though. I will go ahead and search for a Magnemite, and the other Nestball will get me Melton. Not Melton, sorry. Yeah, Melton, definitely Melton. And then I will go ahead and that second Magnemite was probably a mistake. Yeah, that second Meltan probably a mistake. So I'll grab a metal, and there's one metal in the discard pile. I will go ahead and play the Stadium, get it back. And then I will start powering up another Melton here. Definitely think I should just go ahead and attach. And then as long as my Stadium doesn't get countered, I actually have knockout on Ultra and Gross Mode. That's my opponent ends up using here, so not bad. Not bad. There's a KO. So MELMETAL GX putting in the work. Yeah, really putting in the work. And there's Jirachi. We see a Mysterious Treasure. Getting rid of Marshadow. There's the Ultra Chroma finally. Yeah, because another Giratina hit was not enough. In fact, another Giratina hit was actually not enough. This is epic, right? Can't believe we actually are going to win this. I think we are. I'm so used to tag teams, I was like, oh, 2 Melmetals and then you're done. But no, this is not Lucario Melmetal, this is just Melmetal. And yeah, just 100 damage minus 60. He needed, wow, he needs, oh no, yeah, he was dealing 130. Minus 60, that's 70. That would have been enough. Oh, we lose. Oh no, it's fine. Because we got the Metal Energy from the prize card. It's fine. No matter what we top deck, we're gonna discard, unless it's a draw supporter, right? Then I would think about it. Okay. The builds came through for us, I guess. Yeah, no matter what we top deck, we're just gonna use the Radiant Forest. And we will be dealing exactly 190 damage to KO Ultra Chroma. Okay, so here we go. Our Body Melton and Melmetal putting in the work here. Our buddies. Okay. Pokemon Communication. Definitely a card I don't mind getting rid of. Yeah, there's the other Melmetal. I actually priced one of each. Yeah, I priced one of each. That's sad. And then we'll Jasmine for the Melmetal GX. And then I will evolve. I have the exact cards to get return KO. But now my opponent's hand is actually 8 cards. So let's think about this. He only has access to 2 Malamars, however. So 2 Malamars means 2 Malamars means that his maximum damage output with a choice band, because that's the Beast Energy gun, is actually 210. Right? 210. With a choice band, Metal Energy, double Psychic Recharge, that's 210 damage, so we are completely fine here. This Melmetal is guaranteed to get at least one more prize card. There's a Giratina. That Giratina is once again only gonna deal 50 damage, almost as much as he's dealing to us. which I don't mind at all. I really don't mind that at all. Wow, are we actually going to win with MELMETAL GX? It's like if I was genuinely doubting of playing Giratina after, I mean not Giratina, sorry, Malamar after the streamed game earlier, now I'm definitely not gonna play Giratina. I mean Malamar, when you lose to MELMETAL GX, this is actually terrible. Whoops. This is actually terrible. There's the rescue stretcher. $50 damage. That's all my opponent has to offer. MELMETAL GX. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that MELMETAL GX would actually do something? I generally did not expect to win a single game with MELMETAL. Oh, and can you imagine if I hadn't queued with if I hadn't queued with the wrong deck, then we still would have our win streak alive. Oof, that's a great top deck. That is a marvelous, absolutely marvelous top deck. Now we're talking. I don't really, well, okay, so actually, I do care about the Acerola potentially, and I also care about the Ultra Ball. I do care about the Ultra Ball, because I might need Kuzma to win next turn. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Ultra Ball away these two, right? I don't care about a second Magnezone at this point. I will grab Magnemite. And then I will go ahead and instruct. Actually, no. I'll get rid of the Acerola. I'll grab an energy and I'll instruct for 2. Because basically, if this guy goes down, right, then yeah, I'm actually gonna have to power up Magnezone. Or I need to get my MELMETAL GX off of the 2 prizes. There's a Kuzma. So I will Metal Blast for the KO. I will probably end up losing the MELMETAL. Or will I? 210 minus 60 is 150. Wow. There might not actually be a way for my opponent to KO me here. He can't GX Ultra Kuzma for 3 prizes. I made sure of that. Yeah, he can only get, 4. He can only get 3. And then Ultra Kuzma with a Choice Band, a Metal, and 2 Psychics doesn't KO us. It actually doesn't KO us. This is amazing. This is actually amazing. Very fortunate for us that my opponent whiffed so many turns. I thought it was gonna be a quick concede after I saw so many energies on my side of the field. Yeah, 210 minus 60. That's 150. We survive with 20 damage. Unless my opponent has Choice Band and Kukui. That's the only way. That is the absolutely only way that my opponent can beat us here. If he does have that, I have no way to deal. Oh, I should have been powering up Oranguru. That energy should have gone to Oranguru. Because Oranguru could potentially deal enough damage. Best deck in the format, right? The Pokesource, best deck in the format. I'm just gonna leave this one epic game with MELMETAL GX. I think that's what I'm gonna do here. This one epic game with MELMETAL. And that's it. no reason to do anything else. No reason to showcase any other game. Melmetal is just an amazing card, right, guys? Right? Yeah, I also have other things to do later. So maybe Malamar needs to start going back to acrobikes. Yeah, Alex. I mean, I had acrobikes, I think, in the first list that I used, and it wasn't anywhere near enough. It felt super clunky. It felt super clunky. Yeah, so my opponent doing all of these things. I don't have time to focusers, otherwise I would. Yeah, otherwise I would. But we might let Melmetal make another appearance. Yeah. Melmetal is obviously the play for Collinsville, right? Obviously, we should all buy out Troll and Toad of MELMETAL GX right now. I'm sure someone somewhere is going to win a League Cup with MELMETAL, or at least a League Challenge. It's not the worst card, honestly. For one more energy than Dustmane, Necrozma GX, you're still one-shotting all the basic GXs, but you also get the insane ability. Okay, so my opponent is actually going to try to win the game. Right, but by getting this triple KO here with the GX attack, which is fine, it's understandable. But it's not good enough to take down MELMETAL GX. Because we went for that Guzma play. Like, I really just needed to dig to find Guzma or Lele or Ultra Ball. Yeah, or any Pokemon really with the communication. So we are going to KO Lele here. My opponent will owe me a prize card. Ah, it doesn't let me use the attack. And there we go. MELMETAL GX. An interesting experience. Definitely not the most competitive deck, but definitely fun to use. I wish I had more time to feature more games with the deck, but maybe it'll make an appearance later on. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like. Really helps out the channel. And I will see you guys after Collinsville. Yeah, wish me luck. I really hope I do well. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.